Hello, friends. Welcome. I am Ananda Rose. Thank you for joining me today. Friends, today I have come online to talk about, I guess, the Magdalene, or the card that I've got for this is the Law of Grace. And this is coming from the Unicorn card deck by Dinah Cooper. I've been working a lot again with Dinah Cooper's Oracle cards. It just feels like, some of the experiences I've been having has been because some of the experiences I've been having, we've got some messages that are supported by these cards, all right, or from the cards. So I'm going to do a light language clearing for us. A clearing and a cleansing, as I'm just doing at the moment. And as I come out of this, I'm going to be reading from the card and I'm going to give you a bit of a commentary on why we are doing this today. And we're going to bring in the energy of under the law of grace, how we support those in our world that are ignorant of what we're doing, of what our journey is about, what the awakening is about. Because a lot of people are following through, living their lives and living it the way they live it, following the religious beliefs, following whatever religious beliefs that is, be it Christianity, be it Islam, be it Hinduism, be it Buddhism, right? But on the other hand, they are also not understanding this thing that we are doing that's awakening, because we're not following any religion. In fact, we are respecting the religious beliefs and systems as they are, but sometimes you can get challenged on it. Yeah. Okay, so just breathing, friends. Welcome in. And today we're working with the energy of the Magdalene. And so, friends, why the Magdalene? Because in the last few days, I've been tuning into my higher self about, okay, what it is that we talk about and what it is that we talk about and how it is that we benefit from this conversation we're going to talk about. I'm distracted, can you tell? Because I've got a few things happening that I'm thinking about. But let's carry on, I digress. Probably about a week ago, or maybe longer than a week ago, I had put a notice of an event that was taking place here locally where a friend of mine was coming over and she clears the ley lines on in different parts of our country or in different parts of the world. She's just come back from Uluru and she's clearing the ley lines in the mountainous areas, or she's clearing the ley lines in little small mountains and huge mountain ranges, right? Because you can get a little mountain and you can get mountain ranges. And I put a notice on Facebook. Now, my Facebook account has only been activated because I am promoting stuff I do on here. I'm promoting things like my 343 series. And I'll be promoting things like the activation series where we're doing at the moment for various things. We just did the Planetary Cities of Light activation a few days ago. I got a message from somebody I dearly love, who's a friend of mine on Facebook. And this is my family member that I love so dearly, dearly and deeply. And I just want to go back. My friend who does this does it for an organization called Lay L-Y, Love Down. The Lay Love Down organization. Okay, there's a huge story behind it in the sense of why that organization was founded. What life experiences one of the founding members had that inspired her to create Lay Love Down. And they go to various places. This is Sarah Seeger. She was interviewed here. They go to various places and they clear the ley lines. Right. And so that was what was happening here, close to where I live, Stockade Hill. When my beloved family member saw this on Facebook, I got a message asking me, what is this new ageism thing that I am doing? And what would Jesus say about it? And so my response was, I thought that Jesus would be fine with it. I thought that what we were doing was clearing the land of low vibration frequencies. And personally, that for me was okay. I know Jesus will be fine with it. And I highlighted that Christians did things like they blessed their cars when they bought it, or they blessed a home when they bought it, and it was no different. And my cousin's response, it is my cousin's response was, there were no cars mentioned in the Bible. And I said, well, actually, I know the Bible doesn't mention cars, but that was not the point. The point was such and such and such. This, I love my cousin, don't get any misunderstandings about this. And that's his religious beliefs. And I also said to him there, I wish you take this message, this offline with me, because I don't want to have personal conversations on Facebook because I don't, right? And I then contacted him via the online medium that I do privately. And I left a message. I left a voice message and I said, I wish you hadn't done this on Facebook because I really don't want to be doing that. Uh, if you want to have any questions with me about the things I'm doing, you are very welcome to message me here about it, and I will talk about it. What it sparked for me was the understanding or the realization that there are so many people that still do not understand or realize the truth of what was Yeshua about, the truth of what Mary Magdalene was. And that it is time for us to, I've started working with the energy of the Magdalene. I have a connection to it. Many others do too on the planet. Many others have had it for centuries. Okay, and have been aware of it. I've had it, but have not been aware of it. And this year I became aware of it. Aware of how I take the Magdalene for granted. How I take Mary Magdalene and what has been said about her for granted. Why we're working with the energy of the Magdalene today is so that because she's ignored. A lot of information about her is buried. Now, when I spoke to Morgana Sophia, we were talking about this, and we agreed that actually when you become aware of the Magdalene in your energy space, as soon as you acknowledge her and as soon as you make right with her within yourself about, okay, I have actually come to realize the error of my understanding in that I've not questioned what I've been taught about it. I've accepted it. Um, and in accepting it, I've kind of also accepted that women who have had more than one husband, for example, are treated like lesser beings on the planet, etc. And I'm a woman that's been divorced twice, so I know the feeling about how people can treat me because I'm there in that position. The women on this planet that continue with the stigmatism of, oh, I had a child out of wedlock, or I had and I think I've had this conversation, I've said this before on the channel on one of my other videos. This experience tells me more and more, this one that I had this week with that or the last couple of weeks with the ley lines, tells me that there's a lot of people on the planet that don't know too much more than they know. They know what they know. They know what they've been taught for years and generations. Some of them have done Bible college. They understand all of that, and that's great, but they haven't taken the time to question some things. One of the things I said was, the thing about Jesus was he didn't take everything that people told him. What would Jesus do? He'd say, follow your hearts. He would say, use your intuition, tune in to the God self to work out anything that That's what I think he'd likely say, to work out anything that someone is giving to you. And the reason why I think that he would say that is because he challenged stuff that the religious leaders were saying. He challenged stuff that the politicians were saying. So that's what Jesus would do. He would question it. And I love it when people question me about the things I'm doing. But when somebody suddenly calls something like clearing the ley lines New Ageism, then that pisses me off, because then I'm going to say, are you for real? Do you not understand that through the years and through the ages, and sorry, no disrespect to anybody, my beloved cousin also, but that's what it made me think. It also made me check myself, because I was being quite, arrogant and like thinking like I know it all. And I needed to come back to self and say, hey, come on, Rose. Remember, that is respecting somebody's feelings and thoughts and their beliefs. They're expressing it and you're expressing yours, and you're asking them to respect you, but you need to also respect theirs. I do respect it. But on the other hand, there's some parts of me that I don't have. I have a low tolerance for for this following of anything that is dogmatic, that is programmed and has gone on for ages and ages. And I'm a little bit impatient with people that continue to beat the same drum, and pardon my yeah, that continue to beat the same drum and not question it. And so today I am asking for some sort of penance for my thoughts, patience for me when I bring in the energy of the law of grace with the unicorns. Now, I'm reading this and I'm bringing this through for all of us. It's not to say that I have unforgiveness. It's to say I lack patience. But as for the collective, all of these things I think are relevant. The card is this one, the number 41 card. I hope you can see it properly. Yep. It's called the Law of Grace. And interestingly enough, it has a pink rose in the middle of the unicorns there, if you can see it. And the depiction of the Magdalene is the rose. Yeah, the rose. And so I feel like this card says, be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. We are all corded over lifetimes to those we have harmed with thoughts, words, or actions, and to those who have hurt us. These soul threads draw the same people, conditions, and situations into our lives again and again. Grace is the solvent that releases them forever. When you choose this card, unicorns are inviting you to act with pure source love so that you activate the law of grace. Grace is forgiveness. If you offer it to someone who has betrayed you, your heavenly gift breaks the energetic link and sets you free. It also fills that old space in your heart with love and generosity. When you ask for grace for all the hurts or harms you have caused, consciously or unconsciously, throughout your lifetimes, it also releases you and brings huge relief. No one is perfect, for Earth is a learning experience. If you feel you have acted imperfectly, forgive yourself. The person you were then did the best they could at that time in those circumstances. Until you forgive yourself, you will attract punishment because you believe you deserve it. But Source sees the divine in you, accepting you without judgment. See the divine in others. Look at everyone you meet with the eyes of grace. Extend this to your friends, neighbors, acquaintances, all in the public domain, and people throughout history. Grace enables relationships to transform with source love. And when you practice giving and receiving unconditional acceptance, all karma is erased, or all karma is erased. When you offer healing, send it under grace so that you are detached from the result. Good point. Grace asks God to take over for the highest good of all. Friends, here is a activity we can do together, and then I'll bring in a light language transmission. Sit or stand with your palms facing upwards. Your unicorn is beside you, holding you in light. Thank you, Stellar Night. Thank you, dark. Thank you, cherry blossom. Thank you, grey bubble. Your heart is open to source. The energy of grace is flooding through you. Oh, yes, feel it, feel it, feel it coming through. What does it look like? What does it feel like? For me, it feels white. It looks white. It feels like it's got golden stars. Then it has platinum stars. Then it has a cool feeling. And I'm being showered with these white, silver white stars. That's what it feels like to me. Experience your divine essence. The energy of grace is flooding you. Think of others with unconditional acceptance. So set yourself and everyone else free. Thank you, beloved Mary Magdalene. Thank you, beloved cousin. I set you free. Thank you, friends that I've hurt, family that I've hurt. Under the law of grace, I ask for forgiveness and I forgive those that have hurt me. Under the law of grace, I forgive myself. Under the law of grace, I bring forgiveness to all those on the planet. Under the law of grace, I bring forgiveness to all of those that ridicule and judge me and anyone who's on the awakening journey. I forgive those that think that what we're doing is New Ageism, because there is more than one person with that opinion. I forgive those who think that what we're doing is moving further and further away from transformation that they understand. I forgive those that say that only their transformation is the right one. And most important, I invite the openness and the knowledge and understanding under grace to the whole collective about the truth of the Magdalene, about the truth of the rose. I invite all under grace to have a true realization of the Magdalene, of what she does, of what she did, of her gospel, of her divine feminine standing here on the planet in this time, in the time and space that she walked the earth. Under the law of grace, all of us that are charged with holding up the light and the energy of the Magdalene, I welcome it. I invoke the energy. I invoke the light code with the light language coming forth very soon for all of us to awaken, to hold the light, to know with clarity what it is that we are here to do for the Magdalene. Some of it we've already done. Some of it we'll not have to go through. Many of us have done what we came to do and we will not go back to it. But if there is more for those of us that have been doing it, that we will become aware of it. And for those that are still asleep in the knowledge of the Magdalene, under grace, we ask for awakening for these people. Under grace, we ask for the awakening of those that are programmed, that are bound, including ourselves, the things that we are programmed with, because we are still programmed to some level. Under grace, I ask for the awakening of those that are awakened and for those that are yet to awaken. Take a breath, friends. The light code is the pink and orange in this card. It is coming through in that bubble, in the golden bubble, in a glass bubble. And the unicorns are bringing them through. So your unicorns are bringing it through for you. Mine are bringing it through for me. Breathing in forgiveness, breathing out love, breathing in and breathing out our forgiveness from our heart space. Breathing, oh, I feel this heat on my hand. Breathing in healing, breathing out love. Breathing in remembrance. Breathing in awareness, breathing out love. Breathing in awareness, breathing out awakening. Clearing ignorance, clearing programming from all of us. Clearing our energy fields, clearing our minds, clearing our third eye, clearing our heart space. I smell roses. Hey, ronaku etelaku etinato aki etso etsinate rotno rahuem. Taking a moment to breathe. And now, firmly planted on the feet, on the ground. Feet firmly planted on the ground. I'm just going to channel the Magdalene, Mary Magdalene, and a message from her. Beautiful beloved ones, from all realms, from the earthly plane, beloved ones. I am all forgiving. I understand. I get it. And those who have my message, who have my codes encoded within them, have awakened, and there are yet many to awaken. You're getting a golden code now to ignite you and those around you. Awakening those that are unawakened, this golden code. You continue to know, it is soon time for me to come to the forefront. And as a flash comes onto this planet, so too will the knowledge and the realization of those that are here contracted to awaken in this time and space. Awaken to your divine feminine energy, beloved ones. Awaken if you haven't. This code is activating you to understand truly what that means, to awaken to the divine, sacred, feminine energy within you, what it means, what you would do and be as a divine feminine energy here on the planet. I reside within all of you, the knowledge of me. Thank you, beloved ones. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Thank you, Mother of Light. Giranako. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, unicorns. Thank you, teams of light, of everyone. Thank you, grey bubble. Thank you, dark. And thank you, Selenite. Thank you, cherry blossom. Thank you, beloved ones. Please take some time to go out and ground yourself. This was intense. I don't know why. I don't know how. I didn't know it was going to go this way, but it was intense. Thank you, beloved friends. Namaste. Namaste. Please, God and nature, ground yourself.